Hey there folks, Plisken by 51mm, and today has been a crazy ass day when it comes to firearms and ammunition. In the regards to Walmart, because today Walmart announced that it will be pulling ammunition sales, and that they said they will be discontinuing sales of short barrel rifle ammunition and discontinue sales of handgun ammo and stop all handgun sales in Alaska, because apparently in Alaska they had kept selling handguns. And they go further on to say in their memo here, right there, I'll zoom in. They say, we've been given a lot of thought to our sale of firearms and ammunition. We've previously made decisions to stop selling handguns or military-style rifles such as the AR-15, to raise the age limit to purchase a firearm or ammunition to 21, to require a green light on a background check while federal law only requires the absence of a red light to videotape the point of sale for firearms, and to only allow certain trained associates to sell firearms. And then they went on to say, see there on my camera, good, okay, today we're sharing the decisions we've made that go further. After selling through our current inventory commitments, we will discontinue sale of short barrel rifle ammunition such as .223 and .556, while commonly used in some hunting rifles, can also be used in large capacity clips. That just shows their arrogance right there, as they call them clips. Their ignorance, I should rather say. On military-style weapons, we will sell through and discontinue handgun ammunition, and we will discontinue handgun sales in Alaska, marking our complete exit from handgun. So, that is the card we have been dealt here in regards to Walmart. Now, they say that they're just going to stop ending sales of .223 and .556 caliber ammunition. It makes me wonder if that will include, you know, like 300 Blackout later on and 7.62 by 39. And eventually, I think what they're wanting to do is get it to where they have to come up with an excuse to do away with their whole ammo and gun departments. And I say that because reading this earlier today, they say, we believe these actions will reduce our market share of ammunition from around 20% to a range of approximately 6 to 9%. We believe it will likely drift toward the lower end of that range over time, given the combination of these changes. My thinking is like, what company, you know, wants to take their, you know, their market share from 20%, which is pretty good, you know, for Walmart on their ammo and guns and stuff, down to 6 to 9. And that tells me, I mean, I'm no business, you know, expert, and I'm not, like, you know, into percentages or financial stuff or nothing like that, but to me that sounds like they're wanting to make it to where they eventually have a reason to get rid of all of it. They'll say, oh, well, you see our prices and stuff, and, you know, like, nobody's buying down there at the, you know, at the sports center. Nobody's buying ammo down there no more because they got rid of the handgun and .556, the cheap stuff. And, you know, all they got left is the big, like 308 on up type ammo. And they're like, well, we can't justify keeping these departments in our stores open no more, so we're going to, you know, do away with them because, you know, nobody's buying any ammo back there. That's what I see with that. Well, anyway, I learned about this today, and I was informed by my dad, who's seen it on the news, and then he looked it up, and it was like on the Drudge Report and all those. So me and him went down to Walmart, and we both got, see, I got a big old pack of Remington .223 UMC 50 rounds. I got a pack of that, and then I bought a pack of 7.62 by 51 XM80C. And while we were sitting there, you know, handing over the money and waiting on the lady behind the counter to, you know, scan our ammo and stuff, there was another lady back there in the ammo who just got off the phone and said, oh, some guy from Facebook said some guy said he called and seen on Facebook that Walmart's going to stop selling ammo. Is that true? And she was like, I don't know. So while we were sitting there, people, I mean, I was surprised, honestly, because I was thinking that there was going to be this huge line of people waiting to buy ammo, but there was hardly nobody there, and the employees themselves back there didn't even know yet. So, and you know, the guy called in to Walmart asking if what he read on Facebook was true. So the word of mouth hadn't quite yet, you know, spread when me and my dad were there buying ammo earlier. And we found that to be very strange. So personally, I mean, I look at it and I think Walmart's went full retard. But I mean, you know, that's nothing new. They quit selling AR-15s. And funny story, when they quit selling AR-15s, they left a Ruger, you know, Mini 14, yeah, that's what it's called, Ruger Mini 14 in the gun case back there, and it sat back there for a long time. And I always found that historical. We'd go in there to buy ammo, and I'd point to my buddies. We'd be going in there to buy ammo to go shoot. I'd point at my buddies and be like, look at that. It's like they got a Ruger Mini 14 in there, a 223 semi-automatic, and they left that in there, but they got rid of all the AR-15s. Pretty stupid. And you know, that's the thinking they got. You know, if it's got a wood stock, you know, it's harmless. It won't hurt. It doesn't look evil. So other than that, that's been mostly the news I've heard and focused on today. You know, on my social media adventures and looking around and stuff, is Walmart is doing away with 223 and 5.56, and I imagine eventually they will probably incorporate some other calibers in there. And I like how they say, see, I'll go back up, and they say short barrel rifle ammunition. It's just like, it's like, you do realize, I'm not going to give them no ideas. I'm not going to give them any ideas. Now, while this isn't like a big panic thing, it isn't like they're outlawing ammunition everywhere. But I imagine if I go in there tomorrow, the 223, you know, selection will be pretty low. If people did indeed go in there earlier today and start buying, like that one gentleman on the phone who was asking if it was true that he read that Walmart was going to stop selling ammunition. But I also see it as, you know, the mom and pop stores will start getting a lot more business, like the local gun stores. We have two of them here in town. One is directly in town and another one's kind of out of town. And so I'm still able to, you know, go buy ammo locally. But the price gouge is going to be a lot steeper. And that's simply because, you know, those look like the little gun stores here in town, they got to keep the lights on, so they got to ask a little bit more on their price. But that's all right. That just means I won't be able to get the bulk pack of Remington UMC for $16.24 like I had been. And this XM80C at Walmart was $14.36. That's about back to perfected days on price. Very reminiscent of the perfected days when when you could buy perfecta for like $12 to $13 a box for $20. But you know, then again, this is like a prelude to the bullshit to come. Because here we are yet again paying for something that none of us did. You know, one psycho went on a gun shooting spree and killed a bunch of people. Yeah, us law-abiding citizens, we got to pay for it. So that's the type of retarded mentality that the left has. And I remember the days after Sandy Hook. I've got my Remington 700 243 back here. And that is a reminder. I mean, I love my 243, don't get me wrong. I love my Remington 700 243. I love my Remington 700 243. But in the wake of that Sandy Hook shooting in 2012, this was all I could find. I was wanting a Remington 700 308, and I couldn't find a Remington 700 308. I had to settle for the 243 Remington 700 ADL. And now I don't regret that. I don't regret getting the 243. 243 is a great cartridge, and I love my Remington 700. It's a great rifle. But, you know, because of all the panic buying and all the, you know, high anxiety of a gun ban, I couldn't find a Remington 700 308 and had to settle for second best, you know. So, you know, that's what's heading down the tube. I don't think 2020 is going to be a problem because the Dems seem pretty hell-bent on getting Trump reelected with their stupidity. But 2024 is no guarantee, you know. You know, after Trump's next term, if he gets reelected, which it's looking pretty good that he will, Katie bar the door, basically, you know. That's just, I would tell you, you know, just bar the door and stock up because, you know, after Trump's second term, it'll be more than just Wal-Mart acting stupid. Anyway, figured I'd give my thoughts and opinions on this. I usually don't do political videos. You know, I try to keep it oriented more toward firearms and, you know, stuff of that nature. I do have an ammo test coming up. Got some American Eagle 223 55 grain full metal jacket boat tail that I'm going to be doing an ammo test on in the next couple days. Stay tuned for that. The truck had a problem with the gas tank, and it's been in the workshop at a workshop here in town, and it's going to have a whole new gas tank. So we'll be getting it back in a few days, and we'll be able to go to the range. I know I told a few viewers on MeWe and YouTube that I'd be going shooting revolvers a couple days ago, but then we had to take the truck to go get worked on, and we forgot to grab the range key out of there. So, you know, that's just how you forget one thing and then you're marooned from going shooting, basically. Well, anyway, I'll see you all in the next video.